There's a reason that the friends of her lifetime, that my daughter's childhood friends, have poured out across this country to campaign for her. There's a reason 65 people are coming from Arkansas, where she has not lived in 15 years, to spend the next 4 days in East Texas. Because they know her. Last summer, I had an amazing experience. I went out to take 2 friends of mine out from out west, 3 friends, to play golf. They wanted to go play on this golf course, and I took them. And I got them a caddy because the course was hard. So we played the first hole, and 3 of them walked off the first green, and I was walking off the first green. When for the only time in my life, I was physically seized and stopped by the caddy. So I turned around to this guy and said, "Wait, don't go, I want to talk to you." I said, "Okay." He said, "You don't know me, do you?" I said, "I don't think so." He said, "That's because I'm not really a caddy." So I thought, a comedian, a terrorist? Somebody still mad at me for something I did as president? You know? And the guy smiled at me and said, "I just do this to supplement my income. In my real life, I'm a captain in the New York City Fire Department." He said, "You know, before 9/11, most of us firemen thought we were Republican. We're kind of clannish, and we already got what we need from government. We got good jobs and retirement and health care. What do we need? And the truth is, we just love all that macho rhetoric the Republicans use." I love this guy. He was so funny. He said, "This kind of turned us on, the tough way they talk." And then he said, "But on that awful day, when we had to go down to the Twin Towers and dodge falling stones, trying desperately to find someone alive. Then in the days after, we were crawling through rubble, trying to find human remains just so we could give families some closure. He said, your wife, my senator, was the first person who knew that many of us would get sick and some of us could die because of what we breathed doing our duty. You remember the pictures of the air and all that stuff in the air? What you saw was asbestos, PCBs, and benzene. 3 well-known cancer-causing agents. He said, but you know that president we voted for, and his whole White House and the EPA, they said there was no way in the wide world we could get sick breathing that stuff. No way. We did not need any extra help. No extra money for emergency diagnosis and aggressive intervention and comprehensive care. We didn't need it. We couldn't get sick. The only time he smiled, he said, of course, every time they came down, they were wearing masks. And he said, but Hillary knew. She knew. She knew. And she fought for us every day, when it was in the headlines and when it wasn't. And because she fought, and because she got some people in the house to help her, we got the help we needed. And some of us who would have died are alive. And those of us who didn't make it, well, at least our families had the dignity of knowing that their service to our country at a terrible moment was honored. And the man looked at me and he said, by then I'm standing there, my feet have been nailed to the ground, I'm crying like a baby. I didn't know what to say. And he looked at me and he said, I don't know what I think about politics anymore. I don't know what I am, I don't know about that. But he said, I do know this. That's the kind of person who ought to be president. Someone who knows what it is like to be me. And every other person that can be overlooked and forgotten. Now, I'm telling you, folks, I've been doing this a long time. I'd be for her if we weren't married. Not because I'm against anybody else. Not because I don't recognize Senator Obama's immense talent and inspirational skills, but because I know that you hire a president to make changes in your lives. I asked Hillary early on in this process, I said, if you get elected, if you're lucky enough to win and you serve, how will you decide whether you did a good job? And if you're still trying to decide who to vote for, you should ask yourself this question. Not how will you decide tonight, or during the campaign, or on Inauguration Day. How will you decide when it's over if the next president was faithful to you? I asked Hillary that at home. And she thought a while, and this is what she answered. She said, I think I would have done right by my country if I could say, the American people are better off when I quit than when I started. Our children and grandchildren have a brighter future, and this fascinating but perilous world is coming together instead of being torn apart. And you think about how you will answer that question. All I can tell you is this. If you want the answers to those questions at the end of the next president's service to be yes, 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 Texas should say yes to Hillary twice on the 4th. Thank you, and God bless you.